Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I am Tristin Morrill.
And I am Daniel Peppers.
And we are without a Rexington.
That's right. That's right. This is... man, listen.
Anime Unraveled in a hotel room.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? If you've never checked out the YouTube, this is the one.
This is the one to get you into it.
Because it's going to be a one-camera setup.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
I need to get closer to Pep.
And he doesn't even have his headphones. He doesn't even know what's going on. You know
We
what?
didn't think
You know what? In solidarity?
We only really need them for the intro.
Exactly. Precisely.
So,
And we can kind of keep our levels to not disturb the neighbors.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be
It'll
fine.
buff out. But yeah, so as you guys can see, we're not in the studio.
No.
We're not at Pepper's house in
No.
the studio.
No.
We're using hotel lights and a TV set on a screen share screen.
And we're probably still really dark. Neat.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen.
it'll buff out.
It'll buff out, man. And this is the thing. Because did you tell him? Because I'm a little discombobulated. Did you tell him why we're doing this?
No, I didn't tell them. I was getting ready to get into it.
Great.
So as many of you know, Rex and Autumn are getting married.
She who will not be named.
She who shall not be named,
Yeah,
Autumn, are getting married. That wedding is tomorrow, and
is.
today we had the rehearsal dinner.
This is true. This is factual. This
Now-
is nice, though.
What?
It's kind of nice. I
Yeah.
mean, I know they can't really see me, and there's probably a lot of stomach.
But like, yeah, it's kind of comfy.
It is kind of comfy, though.
Oddly enough. Anyways, so we are up here. Yeah, buddy.
Too much.
Much,
It was too much.
So we're up here. We decided I got a hotel room specifically so that my girlfriend can get who shall not be named, Sarah. Can get ready before the wedding because it's a long drive for us, and we didn't want to take multiple vehicles and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Well, check-in for the hotel is 4 p.m. And so I was like, I can't exactly check into the hotel at 4 p.m. when the wedding starts at 4.
Yeah. Fair.
So I had to pay for 2 nights.
Yep.
So we're utilizing that.
And we're utilizing it in such a great way because what this man has done since we knew it was going to be a duo podcast, he gave me a list.
Not really a list. I gave you 3 episodes.
When
I gave you 1 episode.
It was enough. It was enough. Let me tell you, it was enough. It was
gave him
enough of a list.
1 episode from 3 different ecchi anime.
You did.
I did do that.
did.
But prior to us getting into that,
Oh, okay.
I want to save that.
Okay.
So if any of you are familiar with the fact that we record out of the state of Georgia,
We do.
and we do
Allegedly.
allegedly. Well, I didn't know that the wedding would be occurring near a nuclear power plant.
It would be. It is. It
It
is.
is.
Currently.
We passed it like 3 times.
This man has not. He has said, "Did you know that Georgia had a nuclear power
No,
plant?"
I said I didn't know that we had a nuclear power
30
plant.
times.
Listen,
30
it
times.
blew my mind. So
It
we're
has.
driving back, and Pep goes, if that blows up, we're dead. I said, I can outrun it.
Yeah, because he drove me down here because it's like a lot of gas to get this way.
To and from, yeah.
And yeah, he was like, "Yeah, we can outrun it." And honestly, I believe you. Like, I believe you.
Listen,
But
it's
that's
not
because I feel safe with you.
that's probably not for the best. I'm going to be honest with you. I drive like a
I
bat
feel,
out of hell.
I feel so safe in this bed. Oh, because we haven't even said the reason that you should check out the YouTube is because we're recording in a bed.
We are recording it in a king-size bed in an Econo Lodge.
Yep.
We walked in with all the equipment to record, got some funny looks. Pretty sure they thought we were recording.
A wedding. No, it was a wedding.
Do we think that they were?
No, it was 100% a wedding. You came in with a tux, and I came in with bags of camera and try. You know what? No, now that I'm saying it out loud,
Yep.
they definitely thought, "Welp, little did they know, anime podcast."
Well, the context of today's anime podcast,
It really works for it, man.
it does. Because I
brother.
made Pep watch. Well, not made.
No,
Was it forced?
yeah, because I love content. Like, of course I'm going to do it because of the content.
But was it forced?
It was forced in the beginning.
Hey.
From the beginning, it was forced, but I'm going to be honest with you. I have some things to say.
about that first episode.
Okay, so
okay.
yeah. Tell them the episode you told me to watch.
Okay, well, I've got to open up the Discord, but I do know off the top of my head that I did make Pep watch Redo of Healer.
Season 1, episode 2.
Season 1, episode 2. Now, for anyone that has seen Redo of Healer, Season 1, episode 2 may be one of the more brutal episodes.
Let me tell you.
Of Redo of Healer.
Of anime.
There's worse, I think.
There's
I
worse?
have watched hentai. There's worse.
I'm talking about anime, though.
Interspecies Reviewers is technically anime,
Sure.
and there's worse.
Okay.
Let's see. So it was that. HighSchool DxD, Season 2, Episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Hybrid X Heart Magia, Season 1, Episode 8.
This is true.
I think there's only one season for that anyways.
Yeah, as far as I could find, because if you want to watch, you like how I was you were gonna lean down and I was gonna lean
Yeah.
down. It was like a thing. It looks so weird with this screen. You know what? Just go check out the YouTube. This is
a bizarre episode.
This is the most scuffed episode we've ever recorded.
To be fair, we really didn't think we were going to record
This is true.
in a hotel room.
I honestly
with
didn't-
no lights.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to record. I was kind of okay with being like, it's Rex's day. It's okay. We missed a week.
But you know what?
But
I
this guy,
looked at them and I said, nah, the people have gone over 100 episodes without missing one.
That's right.
We ain't missing
We're
one,
not
boys.
missing one, and we didn't. So
We did this for you.
yeah,
We did.
it's half for them, kind of half for me.
Yeah. I mean, this specific episode.
Yeah, kind of half.
So
for
do you
me.
want to get into it?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
So we're going to start with where, do you want to start with where you started?
Yes,
All right.
because here's the thing. I got that list. I knew the content that was involved.
Uh-huh.
And I said, you know what? If I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in all the way to the deep end.
Oh, so you dove head first.
Oh, the first one that I watched was Redo of Healer.
Season
2. Season 1, episode 2.
Probably one of the only, there's only one episode I might say is more heinous than that. And
There is no way. This episode. This episode.
is that what we'll call it?
Is it an episode? Okay, so if you don't know, this episode revolves around him kind of, and I think also
Executing his revenge.
Yeah,
scheme.
I think what was also great about this is I didn't watch any of the
No.
other episodes. Like
That's what was hilarious is he just said, give me the worst of them all.
and then I just tried to figure out what was going on
Yeah.
in the plot, if you want to call it a plot. But yeah, this was like a revenge story, and this was like the episode that he, I guess, got his magical ability
Kind of.
to the point where.
So do you want me to give you?
No, I don't
Okay.
care. I don't care because I'm not.
You're not going to watch that one. Understandable.
Um,
Basically, just real quick. So everything that happens to him up until he regains his memory
Mm-hmm.
and starts getting his magic back, that is him going, like the first episode is him going back in time to go back through it, but with his memory.
Oh,
so that he
okay.
can exact his revenge.
All right, I kind of got that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
kind
So
of got
all of
that.
this is literally him getting revenge for everything he went through,
Right.
but now he has the ability to go through and get the revenge.
And I didn't know anything. You had talked about Redo of Healer and kind of, it's like this taboo anime, right?
I didn't really say it was taboo.
No, but what I'm saying is the internet kind of took it as taboo.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was banned in Germany.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of knew what I was getting into, but I didn't know what I was getting into.
No, that second episode's brutal.
I'm guessing dudes are having also explicit content incoming.
Yeah, very explicit.
So I'm guessing dudes are having sex with them as well.
Yes. So basically, anyone that's marked as a hero, so like Princess Flare, him, their bodily fluids can actually increase the level of normal people.
Yeah, none of that really matters. I'll tell you what matters. What matters is this man is a menace to society. It has
much worse.
There is now in my life a point before Redo of Healer and a point after. I'm a man that's changed.
Yeah. The Red Hot Poker.
It wasn't even that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yes, that was messed up. The funny part is, so I watched it on a website.
Yeah.
As
one does.
And I was reading the comments of this website.
Oh, God.
People are savages, dude. There was comments being like, she deserved worse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like people were like, she got off easy.
There are, yeah. I mean, technically speaking, she kind of like.
Bro, dude, I got to get out this bed with you. What are you talking about?
Think about it. She literally put him through being
I
a
understand
pet.
that. I understand that.
That's why people say she got off easy.
Okay, so spoilers for the second episode. What happened was he broke all her fingers and then healed them to break them again and then had sex with her.
No, they don't really. It was yes, but he gives her an option.
Well, yes, she gives him an option of the heated poker or his penis.
Yes.
And he obviously she chooses his penis. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I didn't know this had this effect on you, Pat.
Dude, it messed me to my core.
Yeah, this episode's bad.
To my core.
Like, this episode, literally, I was like
I said,
I don't know if I can continue watching this.
There's before Redo of Healer, and then there's Peppers after Redo of Healer. We are not the same person. In that 24 minutes, my life changed.
Yeah.
Because it makes you wonder, right? And it's, okay.
You know what it made me wonder? How this got cleared to air in Japan.
100%. Like, that's the thing. Okay, regardless, shock for shock value.
Yeah.
Right? Like, obviously, people are going to do that. Things are going to happen. There is an ecchi.
But this is literally an anime that straight up, like, it okayed some things that
it should never have.
No.
That's the truth of it.
He got drugged to be raped repeatedly.
Right.
Like, that's
and even his stuff. His stuff was too much.
And, like, then in order for him to get his revenge, he essentially becomes the villain.
He has to become...
And he does it worse. Like, he's much worse about it.
He has to become worse than his captors. And I kind of... I understand, like, it kind of could have... I think this is what kind of blows my mind. Is it could have been... It
could have been okay.
There is a nugget of, like, a interesting story to tell, even if you want to tell it in an ecchi way.
Yeah.
But I feel like the author of this work and the animators that... I guess they're just animating. They're getting paid to animate, whatever. But they could have taken this story in a really interesting direction, but I think they just wanted to be like, let's be shocking. Like, let him slap his dick in her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be as shocking as humanly possible.
They wanted to see what
came inside of her because she has to be like, I don't want your peasants
inside
of me.
It's hilarious to me because, like, this is literally like one of those that it's just like, how much could they get away with?
And I think that's what,
And this one just took what they could get away with, ran with it, and you realize that they could get away with a lot in just animated television.
Right. And but should they?
You know,
like, did anyone ask, should we do this?
No. I mean, and really, so if you want to know the fucked up duality of society, literally go to the comments of, like, episode 2, season 1 of Redo of Healer, and you will literally see the people, like, I get it. People are like, oh, she deserved worse. But, like, at the same time, regardless of whether or not it is an animated series or not, that should not have cleared any. Like, when that storyboard was posted, it should have exclusively been, this is X-rated content, right? This is, like, exclusively for the Haven. And when they said, no, this is for public television, it should have been shot down.
Like, that's the problem. That's exactly.
It should have been shot down immediately.
Exactly. If this was the Haven, different. For some reason, I view that differently because that's...
You know what you're getting into.
That's what I'm saying. But for them to try to make this into an anime that's on Crunchyroll and that's streaming...
It was for a minute.
And that's what I'm saying. Is
like, Redo of Healer was on Crunchyroll. It aired all 12 episodes, and then they took it down after the fact.
Right. And I just think that...
And I went back through and rewatched the first 2 episodes completely uncensored because I also had to dig through the trenches of the internet.
I have never thought that my computer got a virus more than after doing this.
Understandable.
I've had to go.
I streamed it
to the deepest, darkest webs.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now. I wasn't using my PC for that. I went to my phone and I mirrored screen onto my television.
And you said, you know what? Good enough.
Yeah, my phone. That's fine. That.
Well, they have my IP address.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Because I don't know. There's so much to say about Redo of Healer now that I've watched an episode of it, but really, what it boils down to like kind of.
Dude, there's an episode that I think personally is a little bit more on the psychotic side.
But that's I think that would have been way more
No,
interesting.
no.
Oh, like in the bad way?
Yeah. So basically, there's an episode much later where one of the heroes that really tormented him because she was in love with Flare, like the sword hero, I think is what she was. Literally, he gives a bunch of like really beefy dudes like a combination aphrodisiac and like potion that like makes them like super hungry. So they're both hungry and horny, right? And he basically tells her like you can either pleasure them or they will eat you. And like he's eating lamb chops while these dudes like she does not like men. Like exclusively does not like she's repulsed by men.
Right.
So then she has to please these like a group of feral dudes in order to not get eaten. And at the end, he finishes his lamb chops, and you realize that he watched this woman get eaten alive while eating lamb chops.
It's wild to me. It is one of those series where I got done with it, and like I said, I mean, to each his own, whatever. I'm not going to say anything about that. I just think that it came off instead of being...
It shouldn't have been a revenge story that involved the revenge plans that it did. It could have been a good revenge story if it didn't involve,
I think the shock value, it just seemed like an anime that's like, let's be as shocking as possible. It reminded me of, you might be a little too young for this because I'm a little older than you, but it reminded me of like Limp Bizkit.
I remember Limp Bizkit.
You remember Limp Bizkit?
Yes, I remember Limp Bizkit.
One step closer to the edge. That's not Limp Bizkit. That's
know
Linkin
it's not.
Park.
It's Linkin Park.
But that's the thing. Like, it reminded me of Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit, and I was sad.
Really?
Yeah, just because it was just like, look at me, I'm edgy.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, dude, like, and I even told you guys this when I was watching it. Like, I watched the whole thing. Episode 2 is one that, like, I've seen it once, technically twice, because I watched it uncensored.
Yeah.
And I could honestly, like, if a season 2 came out, I would be interested after the way that season 1 ended.
Right.
But I think that they would have to change. I think that a lot of the plot line would have to change for me to be like, this is an okay anime.
Yeah, and that's...
Because the message that it is sending, and people are very impressionable, especially people in, like, the otaku
for sure.
community.
For sure.
It is sending the message that the stuff that goes on in that is okay, and by no means is it okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, and I think that's what left a bad taste in my mouth of the whole thing.
Bad taste in Flair's mouth too, but
yeah, definitely. And even though he like made her forget and like made her have sex with him anyway at the end to like,
and then like made her forget and like be in love with him. Yeah.
I think what really rubbed me the wrong way is the comments on the internet, and I know the internet is a cesspool anyway.
Yeah,
I mean we throw this out into,
but it is brutal.
It's tough.
It's absolutely, because some people are like tough. She deserved worse, and some people were like, I wish, like there. I think
I'm not even gonna say stuff that I saw on there because I don't think it would be okay to say it on this podcast.
Dude, there's some that said that they wanted to see him use the poker.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just too much, and that was one of those that I got done, and I was like, I guess it's
probably for the best that you got rid of
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I jumped into the deep end. I got as filthy as humanly possible.
One of the 2 remaining ones is really just dumb.
Yeah, let's talk about it next.
You want to talk about the dumb one next?
Oh, the dumb one? I thought you were talking about like the funny one. I was thinking about talking about HighSchool DxD.
Well, then let's just go in the order that you watched them.
Yeah, HighSchool DxD.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
Yeah.
So I started him season 2, episode 1. So he really has no idea what happened in season 1.
I had nothing, dude. The first scene is her naked in the bed with him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hopping into.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. Is I really liked. Not that I will probably continue watching this anime for whatever reason. I might. But I
started season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, I really liked the comedy aspect of this.
So it is a very comedy.
I really liked the comedy aspect of this.
It gets really funny, especially when like Issei is trying to do something and his sacred gear, which is the
little dragon,
the red dragon hand,
when she sucked it out of his finger.
That's a completely different thing. I'll explain that too.
Oh, she was sucking it out of his finger, brother.
Yeah, she wanted that dragon's essence.
And the shot they used where it glistened off her mouth. Well, that's just semen. That's just all that is.
So, yeah. So basically, all of season 1 happens, and at the end of season 1, he literally makes a deal with Drake, and Drake is the dragon that is like the metal arm when he uses his sacred gear.
Sure.
The thing that says boost and everything. That's Drake.
Right.
So he made a deal. He'll give him his arm if he can let him use his full power for a period of time.
Okay.
And so that's why he has the dragon arm, and only Akano is the only one that is she's like a priestess technically, so she knows how to remove the dragon energy, and it just so happens that she's got to do it like she is given that 9,000.
Brother.
So now I have a question.
Sure.
You've seen episode 2, and I think in episode 2 you see Ria's naked. I think you see Akano naked.
Is blonde hair?
No, that's Asya.
100% she's
You see
naked.
Asya naked. Do you see the black hair girl, Akano?
No.
The one that does the sucking?
No, she's wrapped in very wet towels.
Yep. You might see, do you see a blue girl? Oh, just hit my mic. I'm sorry, people. A blue girl with a green streak in her hair. Her name's Genovia.
Gray. She has gray hair?
Green.
Oh, no, she doesn't have green. It's gray hair. You get one boob from her because she gets hit by a projectile.
Little gray. Oh, that's she's the
shorter side.
She's the true lolly. Like Aussie is a lolly, and then like she's like the lolly.
Yeah. That's the one thing. I'm not a lolly guy.
Yeah, understandable.
But
Ria's.
But I am. Is she redhead?
That's the redhead. That's
she the one? Is she the first scene?
That is Ria's Gremory, my boy.
Let me tell you. Made me feel things.
Did you get a statue?
Probably.
Would you get a figure?
Probably. There's
one that I've been debating for a while.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought I'd be here, but we're here. Like I said, I don't know if I'll watch the show because I think the show shows its age.
Oh, it does. But like, it's really, really bad in the sense that you can watch all the seasons, and then towards like the last season before the animation style change, like there's several episodes that are just not canon because they weren't going to continue, but then they got renewed for the next season, and another studio took over, and when the next studio took over, the animation actually more closely looks like how they're drawn in the manga. So it's a little bit brighter, a little bit softer features, especially when it gets to the Opie Dragon arc.
I also respect that their outro is just a bunch of topless women.
Yep.
It really did surprise me though. Subbed, censored,
dub,
uncensored.
the English dub is just not. And honestly, it's
so
really
if you go to Hulu,
you can watch it uncensored.
Watch the dubbed version. That's all.
18 and plus only.
Just your pal Pepper saying, watch the dubbed version.
So so it's really funny because I actually watched it. I watched it subbed, and I was like, these things getting in the way are pissing me off. And then I watched it dubbed on accident. I was like,
oh my god, nipple.
Ria's Gremory.
Dude.
I do declare.
Dude, man, let me tell you.
I'd sell my soul to that devil.
Listen,
if Ria's Gremory came out of my floor and said, I will take your soul for a wish, I'd say, madam, I give you my soul for just for a touch.
I look at her and say, I don't need no wish. You're already here.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't 100%. Need no wish. You can have the wish.
So I've ruined you in that sense.
Yeah, I just
made you feel things.
It made me feel things, but I already knew I was getting there. Okay, let me back up. I knew I was getting there, like, because if you guys have been listening to this podcast since the beginning, you know we've done not safe for work stuff and things like that. You've been slowly being my master through this.
I've been corrupting him.
Yeah. Because I've already felt things for like Nico Robin.
Boy, Sam.
Boa Hancock.
That's the one.
That's the one. And a few others.
You know, I said something about that. Someone said, nah, Big Mom is it. And I said, no.
Teach their own. I'm not going to judge, but you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Like, there's so many other choices.
Like, you got Boa Hancock.
You got Sanji before Big Mom.
Facts.
At least he'll cook you something.
That's Sanji's sister.
Yeah. And Sanji will cook you. Big Mom will eat you.
That's fair.
But I just wasn't expecting to, and I think it's because of the comedy aspect. Like the one scene that sticks out in my head, because I've watched these a few days ago, or like I watched these.
It's been a while since I've seen all of these.
Yeah, 2 days ago I watched the one we haven't talked about today. But I think what made me okay and kind of like buy into the edge, because I think for me, I know there's some people that are like horny on Main, as the kids say. The kids still say that?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
Horny on Front Street?
I don't know what that means, Pep.
She's for the streets. You know what that means?
I know what that means.
But I think what makes me buy into this etchiness and kind of buy into this world, for me, my gateway is like if it's played for comedy.
A lot of it is.
Because I think like especially coming off a redo Healer that was played very like it wasn't played very seriously, but just what it was doing was
it was played very seriously.
They try to play it off as comedy, but I think it's so fucked up that you can't you can't do that.
But like with HighSchool DxD, and you don't even really get into the fact that there is a whole scene where and the English dub is so funny for this because Azazel tells Issei that if he wants to power up, then he needs to poke Riaz in the boobs.
Nice.
And so he somehow manages like to tell her, Riaz, I need to power up. And she says, fine, do whatever you want. And he says, let me poke them titties. Like, that's literally what he says. Let me poke them titties to get a power up.
The dub was great.
The dub is so good. It's so funny.
Even if it wasn't uncensored, I still say the dub is
so
really
funny.
Good.
If anything, like, yes, it is an ecchi series, and it's technically like like there's fighting scenes and stuff, and there's power scaling in HighSchool DxD.
Right.
But it is a comedy series.
It's a comedy series. When they are
when poking a titty gives you a power up.
Not even that, man. Like in this episode, they're fighting over like who's gonna sleep with him, and they're like topless. It's the blonde-haired girl and
Asia
and Rias Grimmery, and he's just like sitting there being like boobies.
Oh yeah, that's all that goes through his head.
Like it's just played
like
so
he
funny.
is a booby guy.
Yeah, like it's just played so funny. And I don't know, I don't take it seriously, so it makes it easier to
accept the
ecchi doesn't feel disgusting because it's played for jokes.
Well, literally, yeah. I mean, that whole series is either like the ecchi is for a plot point of Issei gets a power boost,
right,
or it's for the content.
It's for the content.
It's for the, yeah.
And as people that are recording in a bedroom,
in a king bed in a hotel room,
right? We do stuff for the content.
We do a lot for the content.
We do a lot for the content, man.
I really didn't want us to not have an episode, so here we are.
Look at us.
We're doing so good.
You know, when we started this podcast, if you would have said, do you ever see yourself
recording on a king bed with one of your good buddies?
And I'm going to be honest with you, in not the most lavish hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I turned this camera, there's not much.
Yeah. It's very bare.
The lighting in the bathroom is better.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to record. That's where I draw the line. I'm not going to sit on the toilet record. Well, listen, if we thought of an idea, maybe.
Listen,
for the content.
We also debated just recording in my car.
Yeah, on the way here. We did.
But I don't think I have the power supplies to be able to do it.
No, but I do have an idea. You might catch an Anime Unraveled episode on the road if we go to AWA, because I might bring the 2015.
Oh, true.
So there might be an on the road episode, but I don't know. I think this is kind of funny.
This is fun. This is hilarious. This is for the content, especially for the episode we're recording.
Yeah, it really worked out.
Yeah.
It really worked out. But no, HighSchool DxD, man, I actually really did enjoy it. I think
shocking, because Rex didn't think you'd enjoy any of these.
Yeah, not when I say really. Listen, when I say really enjoy, the bar is so low. You know, I'm not saying I'm out here going to be like I'm going to go chill and watch all of HighSchool DxD. But out of the three, I didn't feel like a fucking.
I think it'd be hilarious if you did watch all of it.
Rias Grimmery is pretty cool.
Listen, man, if you don't watch it for any other reason than Rias Grimmery, and eventually you get someone that is one of the so they end up introducing like other pantheons of gods and stuff, and you get it's like Rose Wallace or something like that, or Rose Valen, and she is, or Rose Weiss, I can't remember her name.
I'm sure the people know.
Yeah, the people know, and she has the biggest titties out of all of them. Bigger than Rias's. Oh yeah. And she gets involved, and she's just a klutz.
All right.
So she ends up topless a handful of times, and she's always so embarrassed about it. And she's Odin's right-hand woman. And then Odin forgets her on Earth because she's annoying. And so she stays with Issei and company.
Fair. Makes sense. Plays. But yeah, at least it's the only one that didn't make me feel like I need to repent afterwards. Like I need to find a church.
I mean,
redo of Healer,
yes,
legitimately almost made me want to find like religion.
Listen, if you're lost in life, watch the second episode of Redo of Healer. You'll want to find religion.
You're gonna want to find a purpose because that ain't it.
That's not it.
That ain't
I watched the whole thing, and I'll tell you, it's not it.
Yeah,
there's like a few episodes where it's like, okay, this could have been an interesting story.
Yeah.
If episode 2 wasn't.
Yeah, and that's the
literally
thing.
that's it. That's all it was.
It's tough, man. It's super tough. It's not.
You got HighSchool DxD, which
it was so fun. It was such a whiplash that I think it made me enjoy it more because I was like, oh my god, at least this does not make me feel disgusting.
Yeah.
But the third
Asia thing might make you feel a little
bit. But the third one,
Hybrid X Heart McGeeus. It's like this one is wild because I told you guys when I started watching this one. New.
Because this is okay. The ecchi part of this is
another plot point
of like they have to merge together, and it's like a threesome type.
So
situation.
that's this episode. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the episode I watched.
Yes. So you actually early on you find out that his like mech suit or whatever has the ability to recharge the other women's suits. The only problem is that for him to recharge them, he has to do
things to them,
sexual acts to them.
Yeah.
There's literally a part where they design a whole like room that can have different scenes or things in order for him to be able to more romantically woo these women.
Brother, when I tell you, I will say the one thing I did like about it, I do kind of wish in real life that sex had like a power bar.
Yeah.
so you know if you're doing well. You know what I'm saying?
It just popped up in the corner of your heads-up display.
Like, all right, I know what I must do.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah,
oh, God, I'm losing her.
Yeah, I'm losing her. But, yeah, so he ends up having a three-way with these people that get an amazing power-up, and then they go turn into robot suits and take down the bad guy.
Yeah.
Kind
so, basically, that's the whole premise of this show is like his suit can recharge the other ones. He's the only guy that can use one of these suits.
Nah.
I don't blame you.
I
watched the whole thing start to finish.
Yeah.
First episode to final.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't even have much to talk about with this episode because it was just so dumb.
It was just trying to use sex appeal to try and get...
Yeah.
That's it.
It was like if you want to see... but the thing about it is, if you want to see the stuff that I think it has to offer, I say with quotation marks...
Go to the Haven.
Go to the Haven.
Go to the Haven.
And it's probably got better stuff.
You can find one on the front on the opening page of the Haven.
There you go.
There's something new always being released.
But here's the thing. This is what I really wanted to get to. We're going to delve into your psyche in the second half of this episode. Because I got done with these 3 episodes.
Let me lean back.
Yeah, let me lean back. Welcome to my therapy session. So
boy.
I got done with these 3 episodes.
All right.
And it's a genuine question because I am super curious because I know you have kind of maybe thought about this before. Is what do you think or why do you think that you or people in general enjoy and we're leaving Redo a Healer out of this.
Thank God.
But why do you think you or people like really enjoy this stuff? Do you enjoy the comedy aspect of it? Do you enjoy like the you get a little excited from it? You know, like what do you think is the purpose that this kind of genre is so popular?
So do you want to know what's hilarious?
It is super popular.
You want to know what's hilarious to me is that you're asking this question, and the only one of these 3 that I truly enjoyed is HighSchool DxD. It's the only one. It's the only one. I own the manga.
But you do watch a lot of these.
Oh, 100%.
So there is a deep down part of you that enjoys them. And like I said,
I think what it really is that, so like HighSchool DxD has a story, but at the end of the day, like I know it's not like a
deep story.
Yeah.
But
like Hybrid X Heart McGee's, I had no idea what it was until I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let's see if it gets any better. And it never got better.
You're a pot commit guy.
100%. I watched the first episode of Redo a Healer. Didn't know the second episode was going to do what it did.
But then you kept going. Because you're pot committed.
I'm pot committed. Yeah, it's pretty much like literally I get pot committed. I watch something and then I'm like, okay, cool. Guess I'm pot committed now.
But you have to enjoy the edge of it.
I do. I mean,
but why? Like, and this is not a judgmental thing because trust me, I kind of get it. And this is what I'm trying to tell you is there was a Peppers before this. There's Peppers after this. I'm trying to realize why Why?
I genuinely think.
Why am I the way I am? Why am I like this?
So it's less of you wanting a therapy corner for me and more of a please help me make sense of this.
Yeah, please help me.
Do you want to know what I honestly think it is?
What's that?
I think that it's just one of those things that is so outlandishly unreal that it's just entertaining to watch.
I get that. I do get that. So
I mean, like, if you watch it, the jiggle physics in anime doesn't make any sense.
no. Like, I still kind of want to check out, and it might have been HighSchool DxD or something, but, you showed me that clip of when that guy shoots through that.
No, that's High
post.
School of the Dead.
But, like, that to me seems, like, so outlandish.
I think that's what it is. I think, one, you've got, like, outlandishly sized titties.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, there's no
Like,
way.
yeah.
Like, two, just the physics that they use for them is hysterical.
Right.
Three, there are certain ecchi anime that really do use it for a comedic relief, like comedic value.
Sure.
And High School DxD does it well to where like it can use the etch for comedy value and it could use the etch for like plot line for like enhancing Issei's powers.
Right.
Or whatever. But like at the end of the day, like I couldn't tell you why I enjoy it. It's just like it's fun or funny to watch.
Yeah,
it's just entertaining. Like it's not entertaining in a primal sense. It's entertaining in a this is so outlandish, it's hilarious sense to me.
Yeah, I guess, and you know what? I guess that's why I kind of landed on it. And while I've become more open to, because I used to, like I said, if you go back to those first
You
episodes,
said you would never.
Never.
I straight up said, I'll get you to watch High School DxD. And you said absolutely never.
Couldn't be me. But then I kind of got it. I kind of got the thing of like, I understand why people could be put off of it because it's sexualizing this, that, and the third. 100%. I get that.
I mean, there are anime that I have seen where it's just like reverse harem, like ecchis, like where the men are, and I'm just like, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Like there's a whole scene in Battlefront Blockade or whatever where they say one chick's talking about how her really hot friend wants to get with the dude with the white hair. He overhears it, immediately kills the thing that was giving him a hard time, and then they use like infrared and he's got a rock hard cock.
All right.
Like it is all of the heat from his body is right here.
Yeah, and I guess that's
and it's just hilarious.
And you know what's funny? And maybe this says something about me. I kind of wish in these episodes there was more male nudity too, because I feel like that would be funny. I feel like that you could play with that, because the thing about it is, I feel like, and I
especially High School DxD, like they all thirst for ECHII.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like there could be a lot of comedy, and I've noticed even in mangas that I've been reading, even if it's played for serious. Like I got done reading this manga about this guy who got turned into it's a very psychological thing. It's called Inside Mari. It's by Oshimi, who does like Blood on the Tracks. I know I've talked about it and stuff.
Yeah, you do like Blood on the Tracks.
But it's done for very serious, like he tries to do a serious story, but they still never show dick. And what I'm saying is,
you want to see the dick.
There's a lot of comedy that can be had in dick showing.
Well, you and Autumn would share, because remember
Dick Fight Island.
Yeah,
I thought about this. That's what I'm saying.
Do you remember what was the episode we watched where we saw the submarine that turned into a missile that flew into someone's ass?
It was like Not Safe for Work 3.
Yeah, and it was like there was like a train of men.
There was a human centipede type situation.
Yeah,
and see that was hilarious. Funny. And I think I
think that genuinely like the sex appeal of ecchi anime is for me less about the sex appeal and more about sometimes it's just fucking funny.
Yeah, and I can kind of get that. I can kind of. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to see the code.
Yeah,
I'm starting to understand.
And I don't
where its place.
I think it's funny because Rex doesn't view it like that.
It's not for sexual gratification. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like for me, it's not like, hold on a minute. Yeah. Let me find out.
Now, have I been on the Haven for that reason? Yeah, 100%.
Hey, listen, you're a man.
I'm not going to deny my thing. I know what I'm about.
You like what you like.
You can judge me if you want.
I respect it.
I understand. I appreciate that.
The only Haven I watched, I talked about it on this podcast, was about a mother and I think a son, and he was like a delivery guy. I don't know, but it was not for me.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. There's a couple that are pretty
Yeah, but there's some that are
pretty all right.
Pretty all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next episode will come in like, all right, I've done a trip to the Haven.
Dude, that'd be fucking wild.
No,
I don't think we can do that for YouTube.
Absolutely not. We're on YouTube now.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're already pushing it to the limit.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, at least we're not smoking.
You know?
I could have gotten a smoking room.
And see, we could have been doing all that. And
I did. I got a
we're not doing
non-smoking
that.
room
We are just two grown men laying in a king-size bed
in a hotel.
talking about Ecchi Anime.
Uh-huh.
That's normal.
After one of the grown men ate dairy, that is very lactose intolerant.
My stomach is killing me.
Mine too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like we're on a time.
I think
limit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we're getting in the car till both of us blow up that bathroom, buddy.
We do have a long trip.
It's an hour and a half for you.
Yeah.
And 2 hours for me.
And we have to do it again tomorrow morning because our boy's getting married.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
All right. So now let's get into the fun part of the end of the episode. We've talked a little bit about the beginning, and we've talked about, the anime that I had you watch.
Yeah.
But, let's talk about the real reason why, let's really go in depth. Like,
okay.
We're up here.
We are. And Rex is not here. I think it would be cool to talk about him.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be kind of cool to talk about him.
So, I can genuinely say that I don't think that if someone looked at me and said, "Hey, get married in this location."
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't say the location.
Yeah, I'm getting married here, and you guys are in the wedding.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. I do not think that, and this is just me. There's a lot of stress about planning a wedding 100%. And all the stress that him and she who shall not be named, Autumn, are under and everything. 100%. But I don't think I would do this for too many other people.
I would definitely not.
Like,
look at me in the face. I barely get out of my home.
Yeah,
I took off work. I took 2 days off work.
I moved my vacation for this.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I didn't need to get this hotel room.
No.
Kind of glad that I did because we got a really good content.
We got content. Unless I look at the footage and our faces are just dark and blurry.
You're gonna have to just fix it. I'll
fix it. Hey, this episode will air.
It has to.
It will air.
There is no choice.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I've been thinking about it a lot. Right.
This week has been really I've had nothing. Like this vacation has not been a vacation for me.
Sure.
Like I don't so. Monday, I had to take the dogs to the groomer. Tuesday, me and Sarah went and got our nails done so she could be wedding ready.
Right.
I just wanted to get my nails done because, it feels good sometimes.
I hear you. Hey, treat yourself.
Went and had went and got my suit fitted. We're still dealing with that issue with you.
I did get my suit fitted on that day, but just some things happened.
Yeah. I mean, your jacket wasn't the right size.
And I might be showing up to that wedding in the wrong size jacket.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm leaving my suit here.
Probably smart.
No.
Honestly, again, fellas, boys, if you could look around this room, let me tell you, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to anymore.
I'm kind of nervous about just setting up the camera stuff, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, I just don't think I know.
I don't think I would do this for many other people.
Nah.
Like, there's a small group of people that I can be like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But we have to be here at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Already, that's a lot.
Yep, but I guess it doesn't feel like a lot for me because it is a lot, but
it is, but it's not because it's Rex.
Exactly, and that's how I feel about it.
That's the epitome of someone that doesn't ask much.
He really doesn't, and I just think about it as I knew going in that these 2 days are for him, and Autumn.
They're for Autumn.
Yeah, they're for him though because if she's happy, he's happy type of thing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
And I don't know. And this is gonna be real bad because I gotta talk tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta make a speech. You want to give a little bit of a?
I don't have nothing.
You got nothing. You're just gonna wing it.
I got no idea what I'm gonna say. I have 0%. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are you kind of freaking out about it?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
You know why? This is the way I always think about it.
We wing it out everywhere.
It's not even that. It is that.
It buffs out.
Look
at the proposal.
I mean, listen, we pulled that off.
Out of our asses.
Out of our asses, amazing. But I think the reason that I'm not freaking out about it is because it's like I've told him or like I've told anybody that
it'll come to you when it comes to you.
I've known him for so long. I've lived with him. I am incredibly close with him. If I cannot think of 4 minutes to say something, what does that even mean?
I got you, buddy. I'll get up there with you.
But you know what I'm saying? What does that even mean? I guess there is a thought, or not a thought, but there is a fear of freezing up. But you know me, anytime I freeze up.
Well, we lost our white light.
Well, hold on. Where's the remote?
The remote's over there. Hang
Oh
on.
no, he's going to get the remote. I might not cut this episode at all. I might just let it run.
That would be hilarious.
It would be super funny. Hold on, our light's coming back. It's coming. Look at that. It's so much better, he said sarcastic. No, absolutely not.
It's a little bit better. I'm also wearing a white shirt.
Fair. I'm going to use red and white. But no, I mean, you know, when I freeze up, I just ramble just like I just did when you got up. 100%. I can feel dead air. My thing is just like, I want it to mean something. And and I feel like if I plan it out, it'll mean less from me.
I feel that.
And if I have to read something, it'll mean less. And, you know, that dude means a lot to me.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's like straight up.
That dude's been by your side through some shitty shit. I mean, it's like I've told Autumn's dad this. I said, I owe a lot to the two of them.
Yeah.
Those two right there, they helped me through some shitty parts of my life. You've been there.
Yeah.
Fucking all three of you.
Yeah, it's us.
So, yeah.
The boys.
The
anime
and Autumn.
And Autumn. She's like one of the boys,
yeah,
though.
She's pretty much one of the boys. But like,
I don't know, man. It's
they
crazy.
could walk up to me and say, I need you to assassinate this person. I'd be like, I need the time and date that you want them gone. And I'd make it happen. I'd figure it out.
You're a little different than me. I would ask why.
Nah.
That's the first question.
See, but the thing is why ask questions?
I feel
if it's coming from Rex, no questions asked.
I guess he's thought about it. It's not just a random.
No, it's not.
Because there's been a bunch of times.
Like
one step closer to the edge.
Yeah.
And I'm about to break.
Is one of those people here? Maybe.
I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Also, his dad is exactly the person I thought he was.
Yeah, first time meeting his dad. How was that?
That's great.
What a legend.
The hero, champion of the people.
He made me laugh so hard in the rehearsal.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say anything about it.
But all I know is that me, you, and Cliff all looked at each other.
And I just walked away.
And we all did. Yeah, I think the three of us walked away together.
I was just like, I don't care. I can't be here. I can't be here.
Oh my God. It was so funny. And I think it's wild because today's the first day I ever met him. And immediately on seeing that, I was like, I feel you, brother.
Yeah. Like, I wish he was my dad.
The mullet.
It's the mullet.
It's the mullet.
Like, Rex's dad rocks a mullet like someone that's meant to have one. There's some people out there not meant to have one. He's meant to have one. But I don't know, man. I'm
excited for the two of them.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
There's been a lot of planning that's gone into this.
They worked hard on it.
You and I have honestly a lot more hands in this process than we thought.
Do we?
Brother, how much setup did that proposal take?
Good chunk of the day.
Good. That was a whole day.
Yeah. It's really our. Hey, we did this.
We did this.
Hey, it's for us.
Yeah. This is one.
Yeah, it's not for them.
Rex, when you watch this episode, it's your one.
He'll probably never watch it.
No, 100% not. No, but like, I'm very happy for the two of them. I'm super excited to see where
their life takes them.
Where their life takes them from here. If we all end up growing a third arm since we're right next to the nuclear power plant.
Power plant, man. Jesus
I
Christ.
didn't even realize it. Like not that. Like when we were all talking, I heard Cliff say the trees will glow at night, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Nuclear power plant.
Yeah, now I know.
There it is. Yeah, I do think it's crazy. I don't know. It's one of those weird times. I told Rex this. I was like, I've never been involved in a wedding where like it's two friends getting together.
Dude, same.
It's always been like my friend and then, his
someone
wife.
Like I don't know. Like the thing is like I have been there when Autumn was asking people around the belt about Rex and if he was single. I was asked, if I knew anything about Rex. I've been with Rex when he kind of was asking questions or when someone would be like, hey, that girl Autumn was asking about you, and he was kind of curious about everything. And like, it's been like, I've seen both sides.
It's kind
because we've all known each other for the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I just did not get closer with you guys until realistically, my life got to a really shitty spot.
That is true. I will say, like, we knew of each other. We kind of
hung out. We went to Chick-fil-A. All three of us went to Chick-fil-A at Bryson and them fairly regularly.
Yeah, and like I met,
we talked on the phone every once in a while.
And I met that girlfriend once because I went to like a swimming pool thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
But also the reason that me and Rex got close is we loaded trucks together.
Right next to each other.
When you go through that,
something,
that does something
like different. I was close with Sam Ritchie for a while, but we didn't live together. He moved to Carrollton.
Yeah.
So
and it's just it's one of those things. Like, yeah, I knew Rex before Autumn. Like, I went over to his house and we hung out and stuff. But it almost feels like they've always been together.
yeah,
It's super weird, man.
it's weird,
And it's gonna be weird tomorrow for me. Like, it's not about me, but
it's not gonna be. It's gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Paget now.
yeah. And even though, like, obviously, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
been so many. It's been at this point. It's been more years of them being Autumn.
yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna take it.
Really?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna hit. I've been thinking about this like all day.
You don't like change?
I don't like change, man. I don't know how it's gonna hit. I almost, and like when we did the rehearsal, I stood right next to Rex, and the guy said, "Hey, you're not marrying Rex." And I said, "Well, maybe I am." All right.
We all did. Did you not hear the groomsman? Fucking Cliff goes. I mean, he was Plan A. He might have been Plan A. We don't know.
We don't know how this happened.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Like, yeah, it's just so.
literally, I think I said you didn't know. Did no one tell you? Autumn's the cover story.
Yeah, it's just me and him, but
Yeah.
It's.
I said we're a throuple.
It's really, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's
You guys have been through thick and thin together, though.
a lot of things.
Yeah,
a lot of
through a lot of shit.
A lot of things that will be never mentioned on this podcast.
Absolutely not.
Because I do it for content.
Yeah.
And we want you, and that's the thing. We want you to get to know us, and we want to be kind of
There
like.
are certain personal things.
I just don't like talking about it.
I mean, understandable.
And I think,
but
that
like when I
there's a
say
line.
that, like you guys have been through fucking,
Yeah.
you've been through the trenches together, so like
We
it
really
makes
have.
sense.
We really have. And you know, when me and Rex, when Rex was talking to me about, like, he kind of wants to put that responsibility of, like, being that guy for him, you know, I did wonder, like, you know, why not his brother? But then I was like, me and him are fucking close.
You guys live together. I mean, it makes sense.
And I might cry tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Really?
I'm not sure, dude. I will be honest with you. I'm not a crier.
Do you want me to be stoic for you?
I have no enemies. Like Thorfinn from Vinland Saga.
I know, but do I need to be stoic for you?
No.
Do I need to be the rock for you to hold you steady?
I'm always the rock for myself. No,
Are you?
No, who knows? That's what I'm saying. I don't know because I've never been in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, for you especially, like, you're basically watching your brother get married. Your brother from another mother.
Weird. It's weird, and I think
For you, in your head, like, you just have a younger sister.
yes.
You do not.
No, I have an older sister.
Older sister? Is she older than you?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Huh. You learn something new every day
Yeah.
about your friends.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm a little baby.
So you've never had a brother like similar in age to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, you know, in my opinion, that like if if Trace were to get married and
Right.
this were the situation I was in, like it would very much be that situation for me. Like
Yeah.
Trace and I have been through, like, the difference is Trace and I have been through the whole hating each other phase, and, you know, we've been through all of that. You didn't have to go through the awkward, young, hating each other siblings phase.
No, it's like I told you. I said I saw that we locked eyes across the belt, and I said I'm gonna be friends with that guy.
That's the thing, though. Preload does that to people.
It does.
Because we were always, like, acquaintances because I just got out of out of driving way too quick. But, yeah.
It's just weird. And
Started at Preload, and now we're here. We're recording a podcast, and we're in his wedding tomorrow.
right. And I think,
Which I didn't even think I was going to be in the wedding. Did you not?
Yeah, I always knew you were gonna be in the
I didn't know that. Like, did you not?
Well,
Do you remember the shock value I had when he told me I was in the wedding?
I knew you were going to be in the wedding, and I'll tell you why. It's kind of like you talked about is really okay. Like, we were close. We talked on the phone and stuff. And this is kind of what I was going to get to, and we do kind of need to wrap this up because we got big plans tomorrow and stuff like that. But the reason I knew you were going to be in the wedding is doing this, just this dumb
I mean, it has
thing,
made the three of us way closer.
It has.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, for me, stuff like that doesn't register for me.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I was just like, man, I can't wait to, you know, I was down to help him with the proposal and everything and so on and so forth. Would have been totally cool if he'd have been like, you got to be there at 3:30. I'd have been like, all right, cool.
Sick.
And then I heard, you're in the wedding party.
Uh-oh.
Now I have responsibilities.
You have the responsibilities.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there's not much I wouldn't do for that man. Shit, there's not much I wouldn't do for his wife.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Like,
and I think, yeah, that's so.
She could look at me and say, kill that guy. And I'd be like, all right.
Man, we're doing this thing.
I might question her a little bit more.
Yeah, fair. Makes sense. Honestly, I get it.
Yeah. But that's only because, like, I'm on the same wavelength as her because if I told someone to kill that guy, it's probably in Minecraft.
Yeah.
All of this is
Good
in
call.
Minecraft.
Yeah, all this is in Minecraft.
In video games.
Good call.
I would probably be like, you know what? That's an impulse thing.
You'd ask Rex.
Yeah.
You'd be like, Rex, is this for
It's
real?
like, you know what my deal is? If I won the lottery, I tell no one but Rex first. Do you know why Rex is the first person I tell? He keeps the most level head about everything.
He does. He would tell you exactly
He's
what
the
you need
person
to
that's going with me to the lottery, to the office to pick up the winnings.
do. Yeah. He
That is
He's
my,
that guy.
that is literally, that
He's
is
that
like,
guy.
I have that sworn. Sarah's not even allowed to know.
Nope. You got to let him know.
We're debating telling you. I told Rex, I said, I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
I said, I'll leave it up to you, Rex, if we tell Pep.
Good call.
Yeah.
Trust me. You know what my first thing is? Let's leave the country.
Flee the country.
Tax evasion. But no, I don't know, man. Like just to kind of wrap this up because we do have to get
We
up
do have
out
a
of here.
2-hour drive home.
So sorry for the shorter episode, but at least you got to see us in a bed together. But
Man, the fan art will go nuts.
hey, you know, I don't know, man. Like the last thing I do want to say, just kind of like, is I think what is making this, like you were talking about, is I've never had someone. I don't want to be dramatic, but this is gonna be weird. My whole life changed from meeting him. I'll tell you why. He is the reason that I started getting back into video.
Yeah.
Because he always talked to me about it. He is the reason that I got into like anime, which got me into video.
And this.
He's the reason that he went in half with me of this whole podcast. Like, and not even just that, it's
Rex is the root.
I had never met someone in my life that was just themselves.
Oh, there is no Rex is Rex.
And it makes you want to just be yourself.
Rex is Rex.
And so
no matter who you are, well, most of the time, no matter who you are, you get Rex.
yeah, and
You might get a different like filter content of Rex.
right.
Like, we get no filter.
No. And yeah, and I'm like I
And
said,
it's like I said,
just thankful to have him as a friend, man.
when I first heard when she was like, "What do you know about him?" And I looked at Autumn and I said to her, "Not much. The man keeps to himself." Because he really does.
He really
like
does.
If you're not super close with him, he
care.
does not talk about himself.
And he doesn't care to
No.
talk to you.
No, I mean when we would all go out to like
Yeah.
lunch or dinner, breakfast.
Brunch?
After preload, would it be breakfast
After preload, we looked like a bunch of homeless people.
in a Chick-fil-A? That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so realistically, I mean, he's not going to see it, but you know,
Yeah.
Rex, the end of the episode, this is for you. We love you, buddy.
Yeah. You're getting
Autumn,
married tomorrow.
You as well. We love you both. We wish nothing but the best for both of you
do.
in the future that you guys have together.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's a little time capsule. Think about that.
I
It's
know.
a little time capsule.
Little time
This is
capsule.
the last day he's not a married person.
This is the last day Rex is not a married man. Isn't that crazy?
Weird. Well,
But-
I mean, unless they get a divorce.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad
he only
joke.
gets the one proposal.
That's it. No, yeah.
Yeah,
The
like-
next time he's going to IHOP.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But guys, you know, comment down below.
Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel.
Yep, head on over to YouTube.
Definitely check
Like
out
and
this
subscribe.
episode on the YouTube channel. Please.
Leave a comment down below. Congratulate the happy couple on
Yeah,
their
the
their
newlyweds.
nuptials, on their nups.
There's not going to be a TikTok on the TikTok, so don't even go over to AnimeUnraveled Pod
No,
on TikTok.
and guys, it is the end of the episode. It is my favorite part of the episode. It is the part where I tell everyone to please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out.
It does.
Really gets our name out in the algorithm. Please head on over and make sure that you leave a big, all bolds and italics and capitalized comment.
all that.
Congratulating
Yeah.
Rex and Autumn on getting
Yeah.
married. And guys,
and fellas, coming close.
I'm
well,
not-
fella.
yeah, hey, I'm as close as I'm.
Hey, coming close.
Hey, bud.
You know, just we're the last single ones, and like,
You're the last single one.
well, okay, we're the last.
I'm the last legally single one.
unmarried one.
Yeah, there we go.
Crazy.
Wild.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Not in a bed. We will not be in a bed next. Well,
Maybe.
maybe.
Those are pretty comfy.